the procession of the 65th commencement at California State University Stanislaus for the College of Science, led by Dr. Dana Nakano, Speaker of the Faculty and Professor of Sociology, who bears the mace of the university. Please welcome your faculty representatives of the College of Science. Please welcome the deans and vice presidents of the university and distinguished guests. Please welcome the honorary degree recipient. Please welcome the provost of the university. Please give a warm welcome to the president of the university, Dr. Britt Rios Ellis.
Greetings, warriors. You may be seated. Welcome to the 65th commencement ceremony for the College of Science at California State University's Stanislaus. I am Dr. Richard Ogle, and I have the honor of serving as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is a pleasure to be here with you on this very special occasion, and I'd like to start off with our land acknowledgement. We want to formally and with great respect acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Yokits Nation. Our campus, Stanislaus State, is built on the unceded ancestral lands of these indigenous tribes. Thank you for letting us honor them and give our thanks to their ancestors and descendants for their constant and careful stewardship of this land. Graduates, we are here. The day you've envisioned, worked for, and earned is finally here. Look around you. Go ahead, look around you. Let this moment settle in. Today, donned in your regalia, you cross a meaningful threshold from student to Stan State alumni. This transformation is not just ceremonial. It is the culmination of years of perseverance, discovery, and growth. You've overcome challenges with courage, collaborated with purpose, and learned not just for yourselves, but for the betterment of your communities. As you move forward, know that you carry with you more than a degree. You carry the potential to make a difference. And now, more than ever, the world needs leaders like you, leaders who understand the value of compassion, inclusion, and truth. You are called to use your education not just for success, but for service. To use your voice not just for influence, but for impact. In all you do, may you commit yourselves to keeping humanity in the light by championing dignity, justice, and hope in every corner of the world that you touch. So today, we celebrate not only what you've achieved, but what you've become. So let's begin this celebration with a round of applause for you, the exceptional, resilient, and inspiring Stan State Class of 2025. Now, would everyone please stand for the presentation of our national anthem and remain standing for the Stanislaus State alma mater, which can be found in your digital program book. To my left, Kiara Taylor, earning her Bachelor of Music Education in Music, will lead us in song. The musical accompaniment will be performed by Roy Justin Mendiola, earning his Bachelor degree of Music in Music.
So
Thank you. You may be seated. I have the honor of introducing our distinguished platform party who is joining us here today in this celebration. I would ask you to hold your applause until all introductions are completed. Dr. Ellen Junn, President Emerita. Dr. Wanda Bonnell, former honorary degree recipient. Ms. Natalie Dykesel, alumni speaker. Ms. Miranda Gonzalez, ASI president. Ms. Brenda Vega, our student speaker. Dr. Dana Nakano, speaker of the faculty and professor of sociology. Ms. Haley Renee Burdo, recipient of the Metzger-Geiger Award. Ms. Paola Viviana Campos, recipient of the Metzger-Geiger Award and J. Burton Vassay Award. Mr. Salvador Hernandez, receiving an honorary doctorate tomorrow. Mr. Jose Hernandez, receiving an honorary doctorate this morning. Our university senior administration, Dr. Britt Rios Ellis, president. Ms. Rose McAuliffe, vice president for business and finance and chief financial officer. Ms. Kathy Wooten, vice president for university advancement. Dr. Rosalie Rush, vice president for strategic communications, marketing, and partnership engagement. Dr. Sasha Joseph Matthews, vice president and chief diversity, equity, and inclusion officer. Ms. Michelle Kincannon, interim senior associate vice president for human resources, equal opportunity, and compliance. Dr. Cindy Vissot, interim chief of staff. And our deans in academic affairs leadership. Dr. Martina Ramirez, dean of the College of Science. Dr. James Tweedio, dean of the College of the Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. And Dr. Stuart Woolley, vice provost and associate vice president for academic affairs. Please join me in acknowledging our distinguished platform party. I now want to recognize some very, very important individuals, both those present with us and those joining via live stream or in spirit, our exceptional faculty. Faculty, your brilliance and your dedication have been invaluable. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and guiding our students through their academic journeys. Your commitment to excellence and our educational mission has laid the foundation for our graduate success. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce Dr. Britt Rios Ellis, President of the California State University Stanislaus.
Buenos días, guerreros. Good morning, families, friends, esteemed guests, and most importantly, the distinguished graduates of Stan State's class of 2025. Yes. Y si lo quieren escuchar en español, está en Stan State YouTube. Entonces, todo lo que vamos a decir hoy está en español también. Today's ceremony is being live streamed with viewers tuning in from around the world. I can honestly say that commencement is without a doubt my greatest honor, and that every graduate reflects a potential game changer in a world in high need of compassionate change. I am so thrilled to share this moment with you and look forward to taking a photo with each and every graduate that walks across the stage. Working in higher education for more than 30 years, el tiempo ha pasado muy rápido, I can tell you without a doubt that commencement is my favorite time of the year, because you all represent our collective why. It marks the pinnacle of all you have poured into this journey, your time, your talent, your persistence, your belief in yourselves, your honoring of your family, and your ability to achieve something greater. While today is a moment to pause, to breathe it in, and to celebrate, this is the beginning of you living with your degree, which is now your superpower. I want to take a moment to honor the parents, the grandparents, the spouses, the partners, the children, the chosen family. Can you please all stand and be recognized? Parents, padres, por favor, párense. Esposos, esposas, todos. Muchísimas gracias por creer en nuestros graduados. Thank you so much for believing in the brilliance of all of the graduates you see before you. Yes, yes. We know this is a milestone for you too, for you are now part of the legacy of a college graduate. When we contemplate the indigenous ancestors who stewarded this land with the belief that we must live our lives with the intentionality of 7 generations that are going to come after us, our graduates truly are their ancestors' wildest dreams. Would all of the families please take a moment, think back, and honor your graduates? Thank you. I also want to thank Stan State's dedicated faculty, staff, and administrators who care deeply about our students. Many of us, like many of you, are also first-generation college graduates. Class of 2025, your brilliance, curiosity, and perseverance have brought you to this powerful moment. Nearly 68% of you are the first in your families to earn a college degree, showing what is possible through hard work, community, and purpose. You come from the Central Valley, Stanislaus, San Joaquin, and Merced counties. You're from around the globe, including Brazil, Korea, Mexico, and Nigeria. Together, you've explored the frontiers of science and technology. Whether you've studied psychology, nursing, biology, computer science, or chemistry, your work matters. You are the innovators, the healers, the problem solvers our world desperately needs, leading breakthroughs in medicine, technology, mental health, and sustainability. Some of you are just beginning your professional journeys. Others brought decades of life experience to the classroom. You are the builders of our nation and our planet, and ensuring that our nation is grounded in equity, discovery, and human dignity. You are launching into a world that needs your insight, your compassion, and your courage now more than ever. Those of you who are the first in your families to graduate from college know that you stand on the dreams and aspirations of your ancestors, and that you are among excellent company. In fact, when reflecting that a common practice among Native Americans was to think ahead, you truly represent your ancestors' wildest dreams. I am so proud to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2025. I have to tell you, this is my first Stan State commencement, and I am very, very excited. I've met so many extraordinary people during the past 11 months on campus, in our communities, and throughout the Central Valley. And I do want to tell you that there's someone sitting right over here. Where is he? Enrique, can you stand? So I actually fell in love with my husband at French camp, just saying. There you go. I've been welcomed, we've been welcomed with open arms into a community that believes deeply in the transformative power of education and the strength of its people. I often see the words Valley Tough, and I have 2 words to add to that. And those are Valley Kind. Enrique and I and our children have found the Central Valley residents to be the kindest folks on the planet. So let's keep that kindness going, graduates. Since arriving at Stan State, I've heard time and time again from students and alumni who speak with deep gratitude about the faculty who supported and mentored them, as well as challenged them to believe in and expand their own potential. We are now ranked as the 9th best public university in the country. So please give a hand to our faculty and staff. Our graduates come from walks of life in every field of study. They are teachers, nurses, counselors, business leaders, and advocates, and they're out in the world making a real difference. Today, graduates, you join that proud tradition, ready to lead with purpose, serve with heart, and shine wherever your journey takes you. As you move forward, please remember to reach back and help others behind you. With every step you take forward, make sure that you've helped someone follow in your path. You carry the legacy of an institution that stands proudly at the heart of this region's progress, a catalyst for change and opportunity. There is one thing that is undeniably certain. When Stan State thrives, so does the Central Valley. As we look ahead, we do so knowing that we're living in a complex and challenging time. But I believe now more than ever that what the world needs is compassionate, intelligent, courageous leaders. And that, graduates, is exactly who you are. When I look out at you, graduates, in your caps and gowns, I am full of pride for you and your families and filled with hope for the power of who you are becoming in the world. And when we talk about the power of education, we are not just speaking of careers and incomes, although those are important. The changes education brings live on in profound and lasting ways. Studies have shown that individuals with a college degree can expect to live an average of 8 to 10 years longer. Yes, absolutely, 8 to 10 years. College graduates are also healthier and happier and live much more engaged lives. This is not just a statistic. It is an epidemiologic fact. 8.5 to 10 years represents more time to spend with family, time to pursue dreams, time to lead, and time to give back. By completing your degree, you have not only transformed your future, you have added years to your journey ahead. And perhaps most importantly, you now hold something that can never be taken from you. Your education is yours for life. I want to share just a few student stories from the many extraordinary graduates we have within our midst. Take, for example, Liliana Azevedo. Liliana, where are you? Liliana, please stand. Please stand. Liliana is a graduate in biological sciences from Livingston. She came to Stan State with a dream to one day become a pediatrician and bring joy to children facing the kinds of challenges she once endured as a childhood leukemia survivor. She poured herself into campus life as a Rogers Scholar, as a warrior cheerleader, and an advocate for children's health, raising awareness and support for Valley Children's Hospital. Liliana says the support she found here gave her the confidence to grow, to give back, and to chase big dreams. Her journey into medicine starts here, and we can't wait to see where it leads. We all know that Liliana, having overcome childhood leukemia and earning honors in biology, has already made her a superhero, or a heroine. And she will go on to learn to earn a medical degree to have yet another superpower. Chioma Chibuco. Chioma, where are you? Chioma, please stand. Chioma is graduating magna cum laude with a degree in biological sciences. Chioma has been a vibrant source for academic excellence, cultural pride, and equity. Chioma from Tracy is a certified nursing assistant who ultimately plans to also pursue a degree in medicine. I think they maybe have a practice going on. She has served as the president of the Black Student Union, vice president of the Biology Student Association, served as a tutor in the Learning Commons, and is an active member of the Warriors Chemistry Club. She's built community, elevated student voices, and sparked timely conversations, including addressing racial bias in artificial intelligence, which is now more needed than ever. Thank you, Chioma. Chioma has led with brilliance, compassion, and purpose, and she will go on to be an exemplary physician. I want Liliana and Chioma to know that I am ready to write you the most marvelous letters of recommendation when you get ready to apply for medicine. And I write really good letters. So, graduates, we are proud you chose Stan State to earn your degrees and are thrilled that we had the opportunity to be part of your journey. I want to let you know that your presence on this campus left Stan State an even better university. You've enriched our classrooms, our conversations, and our understanding of what it means to serve and lead. This is especially important for this class, as many of you began your degree during the pandemic. Your perseverance and quest for deeper knowledge is remarkable, and we applaud your steadfast efforts. Before I close, I want to reflect on something one of our honorary degree recipients this week, Salvador Hernandez, often shares. And he's going to share it with you. You're going to hear this a few times this week if you tune in. He speaks of of a simple but powerful receta, or recipe for success. A proactive guide rooted in education, perseverance, and service to others. I want you to listen to this wonderful recipe and know that I applied this recipe, exactly this recipe, to be your president. And here I am. So, here we go. Define your purpose. Recognize how far you are from your goal. Number 3, draw a roadmap. Number 4, prepare yourself vigorously. Number 5, develop a work ethic second to none. And just when you feel like something you want is within your reach, work even harder. Number 6, along the way, please remember to learn from and be grateful for every setback and every success. Jose will be sharing this receta with you shortly, so if you didn't write it all down, get your pens and papers ready, or your phone, or whatever you need. You will, and I ask you that you listen closely and take note. Graduates, it is my profound honor to serve the class of 2025. You have pushed through moments of doubt and fatigue, and just like Salvador reminds us, when the road was long, you found the strength to persevere, with a vision to guide your progress, and you developed the work ethic you need to succeed. And here you are. So, to the outstanding graduates of 2025, congratulations to each and every one of you. Adelante, guerreros, warriors. I am so looking forward to the great things that you are going to accomplish. So one of the university's president's greatest privilege is bestowing the honorary degree. Such degrees are not given lightly. The CSU, the California State University, follows a rigorous set of guidelines and processes for the nomination, selection, and awarding of our honorary doctorate degrees. Honorees must have demonstrated excellence in areas of human endeavor that embody the CSU's objectives and ideals, provided meritorious and outstanding service to the CSU, the state, or the nation, and serve as examples for their exemplary contributions. I would now like to ask Provost Rich Ogle to bring our distinguished recipient, Jose Hernandez, the first migrant farm worker to become an astronaut, forward. So, and if you haven't seen the movie yet or read the book, they're both wonderful, A Million Miles Away. And we're going to be showing it sometime in September, so watch out for the dates. Jose's going to come and share some words, and we're going to show it right here so everyone can come out and see the film, Under the Stars. So listen to this story. From Michoacan to Stockton, and from the fields to the stars. The life story of the dynamic father-son duo, Salvador and Jose Hernandez, exemplifies what dreams can catalyze when fortified with perseverance, education, and familismo. Their indomitable spirit and remarkable journey embody the transformative values of resilience, opportunity, and community, rendering them exemplary recipients of the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, which we will be giving tomorrow, and the Honorary Doctor of Science, respectively. Salvador Hernandez, a farm worker who immigrated to the U.S. as a teenager from Michoacan, Mexico, symbolizes the unwavering spirit of determination. Despite limited access to formal schooling, Salvador instilled in his children a steadfast belief in his receta, his recipe for success. A life guide emphasizing vision, preparation, and perseverance became the foundation for his family's incredible legacy. Salvador and his family's sacrifices have left an enduring impact on the countless individuals he and Jose continue to inspire. His values resonate deeply with the mission of Stan State, particularly its dedication to serving first-generation families within the Central Valley. After Jose spent more than a decade at NASA, he opened his own aerospace engineering consulting firm, which is very close to our Stockton campus, wrote 3 books, and became a motivational speaker. He and his father also worked to bring their vineyard, Tierra Luna, to international acclaim. Jose Hernandez's journey, undergirded by his father's unwavering support and his wife Adelita's as well, has become a beacon of inspiration for aspiring students and professionals around the world. With humble beginnings as a migrant farm-working family, Jose overcame significant barriers, including learning English at the age of 12, to achieve extraordinary accomplishments. A first-generation college graduate, Jose earned bachelor's and master's degrees in engineering, co-developed groundbreaking mammography technology, and persevered through 11 rejections before achieving his dream of becoming a NASA mission specialist aboard Space Shuttle Discovery STS-128. By following Salvador's recipe, By following Salvador's recipe, Jose became the first migrant farm worker to become an astronaut. Yeah. Sí se puede, y sí se pudo. Together, Salvador and Jose represent the ideals of the California State University system. Their close ties to the Central Valley and their enduring contributions to education, innovation, and the empowerment of underrepresented communities are a source of pride and inspiration for our region. By honoring Salvador and Jose Hernandez, Stan State affirms its commitment to the limitless potential of underserved students and communities. Every once in a while in this life, great things happen to the best of us. And this trailblazing father-son duo represents the best of us. So, yeah. So by the power vested in me by the state of California and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors hereunto appertaining.
Wow, what an honor. Very happy to be here. President Britt Rios Ellis, administrative staff, members of the faculty, distinguished guests, family and friends, and most importantly, class of 2025. Thank you for the incredible honor of allowing me to speak with you today. And let me begin by saying, congratulations, warriors. Felicidades. You guys did it. It's a true privilege to be here celebrating such an important chapter in your lives, one that marks not the end, but the beginning of your next journey. Now, having given a few speeches in my time, I've learned something. Commencement speakers are sometimes about as much fun as paying your tuition. Trust me, my wife Adelita and I know this well. We have 5 kids, the last one in college. I could see the light at the end of the long, dark tuition tunnel. So I promise to keep this short, but I do hope to leave you with something meaningful. While this may be the final step of your academic journey here at Stanislaus State, I hope the connection never fades. Like any good family member, come back and visit often. Especially if you become the next Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. Today, I like to think of each of you as an agent of change. But here's a reminder. Changing the world doesn't require fame. It doesn't require fortune. Change can happen anywhere. And it can be sparked by anyone, including you. The real question, what will the world look like after you've changed it? As an optimist, I believe it'll be a better place because of you. Now, I want to share something very personal, something President Rios alluded to, is a 5-ingredient recipe for success, given to me by someone who never stepped foot on a college campus, but who gave me the greatest wisdom I ever received. And you're seeing that man right there sitting down, Don Salvador Hernandez. Don Salvador Hernandez, my pops, as I call him, will be honored tomorrow and alongside with me today. He only has a 3rd grade education, but his advice has carried me all the way up into space. As the president alluded to, my family comes from humble roots. We were migrant farm workers traveling from Mexico, La Piedad, Michoacán, up and through California, 3 stops following the harvest. We picked crops on the weekends and 7 days a week during the summer, which is why we never liked summer vacation. And the other times we went to school. But every November, we'll return to Mexico, armed with 3 months of homework, where my mom, Doña Julia, diligently would wake us up Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning to noon, in mi abuelita's kitchen. All the chocolate you can drink, all the pan dulce you can eat, but you will do your homework. And I credit her with giving us instilling good study habits. But all that traveling changed when my 2nd grade teacher, Miss Young, visited our home and convinced my parents to settle in Stockton. And that's when our education finally took off. It was around that same time during the Apollo era that I first dreamed of becoming an astronaut. I shared that dream with my father, Don Salvador, and instead of laughing or saying, "Mijo, be realistic," he sat me down on the kitchen table, validated that dream, and gave me a 5-ingredient recipe. First, he said, define your goal. What's your purpose in life? Having just seen Gene Cernan walk on the moon, Apollo 17, I knew that answer right away. I said, I want to be an astronaut. I figured I'm almost there. I answered that one. 1 out of 5, it's not bad. Second, he said, recognize how far you are from the goal. I looked down in the kitchen floor, half peeling linoleum floor. We lived in the dilapidated 2-bedroom rental in the worst part of Stockton. I said, "Pa, we can't be any further than this." Man, I thought he was going to give me a coscorron. But he kind of smiled and said, good, good. Because the third thing is, you got to draw yourself a roadmap from where you know where you're at, and given by your smart remarks you do, to where you want to go. You have to know the way to your destination. Draw yourself a map. I said, what's the fourth one, Papi? So you're doing it already, son. You got to prepare yourself for the challenge you picked in life. And you picked a doozy, so you know you got to go to college and then some. I said, yeah. Fifth, he said, he points out the kitchen window, says, "Sabes, do you know that effort you put out picking fruits and vegetables Saturdays and Sundays, 7 days a week during the summer with your siblings, your mom and dad?" I said, "See?" He points to the books on the kitchen table. Pon ese esfuerzo aquí. Put that effort here. And when you graduate college, put it in your job. He stood up and said, "Mijo, always give more than what people expect out of you. That should be your normal mode of operation. Always give more." That was it. His 5-ingredient recipe for reaching for the stars. And let me tell you, it works. I still use it today. I remember going to bed that evening beaming because my parents didn't just say it was possible, but they believed in me. So I believed in myself. That is the effect of empowerment. So as you guys go in your careers and you get yourselves into influential positions where you can affect others, remember that empowerment process. Empower your people to do well, and they will do well. But if I may humbly add a 6th ingredient, it would be, as I tell the grammar school kids, word of the day, perseverance, la perseverancia. Because we never should give up on ourselves. Human tendency is to give up after 2 or 3 failures. I'm here to tell you, don't ever give up on yourselves. NASA rejected me 11 times. It wasn't until the 12th time that I was finally selected. I'd been checking boxes, meeting the minimum requirements, but each time I would get a rejection letter. It was a cool rejection letter. You know, it had the NASA meatball on there, all official looking. Didn't even have my name. It said, "Dear applicant." Pero it was mine because the envelope was addressed to me, so I knew it was mine. But the letter would have good news, bad news, good news. The first set of good news is, upon reviewing your application on my first rejection, upon reviewing your application, we see that you meet all requirements to be considered for the NASA astronaut position. So I said, "Órale, NASA thinks I could be an astronaut." But here comes the bad news. More than 12,962 people also meet these minimum requirements. We could only select 100 finalists. Of these finalists, we would select 10 to 15 astronauts. Unfortunately, you're not one of the finalists. So I was out. But then the good news at the very end. Please feel free to reapply at the next selection cycle. I said, okay, me están invitando. I'm a little green. They probably want more education and all that. So I even framed a letter. I put it in the back of a wall at work, and when my buddies would come and say, hey, check out, NASA thinks I could be an astronaut. It was kind of like a bragging wall. But then came the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth rejection letter. I assure you guys, I did not frame that sixth rejection letter. La hice bolita. I was so mad I threw it in the garbage can so hard that I missed. Couldn't even get that right. But I was ready to give up. I said, I'm done. But I was married now to Adelita, and she found the piece of paper on the floor. It's amazing how things happen, how God works. Because had she picked up that piece of paper and threw it in the garbage, I wouldn't be here with you guys, because I had given up. But she comes, and she approaches me with the letter uncrumpled now. I recognize it, and I'm an opportunist, guys. I said, here's the great chance para que me apapache. Yeah, I'm going to tell this pity story, how NASA doesn't want me, poor me. And she's going to do the same thing that mi abuelita would do, hopefully. Cup of hot cocoa, pan dulce, hugs and kisses. So I tell her my sob story, expecting pity. And guess what? No chocolate. No pan dulce. Definitely no hugs and kisses. She went straight for the jugular. She looked at me and said, so you're a quitter. Orale. Those are fighting words. And I told her, no manches, it's 6 rejections. It's obvious NASA doesn't want me. She makes me read that last sentence. Remember that last sentence? Please feel free to reapply at the next selection cycle. She says, aquí te están invitando for the 7th time. So what's the deal? And she says, you better consider this, porque te conozco, she says. If you walk away from this, you're always going to have that gusanito, that worm of curiosity inside you. What if? What if I had applied that 7th, 8th, or 9th time? And if you don't apply, that gusanito is going to gnaw at you, and you're going to become a bitter old man. ¿Y sabes qué? I don't want to be married to a bitter old man. Así que ponte las pilas. She said, you better think about it. But she walked away saying something that resonated with me. She got up and she said, I don't know what they have that you don't have. They being the people that were being selected. And she walked away. And you know what? I couldn't answer that question either. I didn't know either. I was so worried about meeting the minimum requirements, I did not bother to compare myself with the people I wanted to be like. That moment changed everything. Because of this, she gave me the second piece of what I call my 3-stage strategy to reach your goal. The first one is very obvious, which I had done, right? Meet the minimum requirements. The second one is compare yourself with successful people that you want to be like, role models, and ask yourself that question. ¿Qué tienen ellos? What do they have that I don't have? And be honest, and don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Because when I did that, I saw that they were all pilots. Aside from having the same requirements that I did, education, experience, age, jobs, they were pilots. I wasn't a pilot. So guess what? I invested in myself, became VFR, IFR certified. Otro año, another year, I compared myself again. They were all pilots, pero yo contento, I was a pilot. But then they were all scuba dive rated. I said, okay, la fregada, now I got to learn how to scuba dive. So I did. I would drive to Honorary, California every weekend. I became basic, advanced, scuba rescue, master rated. I want to make sure NASA knew I knew how to scuba dive. So that's the second stage. compare yourself with people you want to be like, and make sure you emulate those habits, that training, that work ethic, that showing up at 7 instead of 8 o'clock. Those things, little things that you need to do. Stage 3, you have to manage your career in a very strategic way. In the 1990s, I noticed that the US and Russia were collaborating to build what was going to be the International Space Station. But I was working at Lawrence Livermore Lab, and I was called upon and said, hey, do you want to take this job that will take you to Russia 5-6 times a year, 3 weeks at a time, and you're going to sunny Siberia to work in the nuclear non-proliferation arena. No one in the lab wanted it because it was tough travel. But you got to be strategic. Sometimes you have to do things you don't like in the short run to get to your end result. I didn't want to leave the family 3 weeks at a time to go to Siberia, especially in the middle of winter. But I did. And I know I only did that. I took Russian language courses for those 5 years. So yeah, понимаю по-русски язык, I learned Russian. That's creating a differentiator. Create a differentiator for yourself so that when the time to make a decision comes, you're the obvious choice. That's what I did. That's what I did. So eventually, NASA sent a different letter. It said, Dear Dr. Hernandez, ahora sí, Dr. Hernandez, congratulations on being one of the 100 finalists. You will be invited for a week. You're going to get psychological profiling, medical testing, aptitude testing, interviews. From these 100 finalists, we'll select 10 to 15 astronauts. And guess what? It still took me 3 tries being in the final 100 before finally, after 12 attempts, in 2004, I was selected to the 19th class of NASA astronauts. Yeah, that dream was born when I was 10, I remind you. And it wasn't until 32 years later that dream got fulfilled. But I didn't get there alone, guys. I had help, lots of it. My family, my wife, my mentors, my professors, programs like MESA, MEP, Minority Engineering Program, and a whole network of people who believed in me. So to you, class of 2025, don't take on the world alone. Let people help you. And equally as important, pay it forward. Pay it forward. Today, you're moments away from graduation, moments away from your own journey, moments away from changing the world. The road ahead won't be easy. You will fail. Life won't always be fair. But if you remember just one thing, let it be this. Take risks. Leave your comfort zone and never, ever give up. And if you do that, I have no doubt that future generations will live in a better world because of you. Thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias. And once again, felicidades, class of 2025. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. What an amazing speech. So remember the receta. Never forget that recipe. And we'll be waiting for you to come back if you don't have your master's yet. We'll be waiting for you here. It is now my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce Dana Nakano, Professor of Sociology and our speaker for our Faculty Senate, our University Senate.
It's a tough act to follow. Let me find my place here in our script. All right. On behalf of the faculty, congratulations. We are confident in your futures and hope that we have prepared you well to achieve all of your highest ambitions. Despite such confidence and hope, we recognize that you leave Stan State in uncertain times. In the face of such uncertainty, I want to leave you with one quick final lesson. Civil rights activist Yuri Kochiyama once said, "Life is not what you make it alone. Life is the input of everyone who's touched your life and every experience that entered it. We are all part of one another." It would be easy to see these words as an echo of the old adage, "It takes a village," to have gotten you to this moment. And while we all celebrate the hard work each of you put in individually to achieve this accomplishment, we also recognize that you did not get here on your own. You have been supported by your families, given and chosen, your friends, your coworkers, your classmates, your faculty and staff. This is your village, and we thank them. But I also want to take a broader meaning from Kochiyama's words, the importance of community and taking care of each other. In this uncertain world, this lesson is more important than ever. Now, more than ever, is the time to show up for your village, show up for your community. Community is what got you to this place, and community is what will get you through tough, uncertain times. Remember that community requires mutual care. It requires recognizing each other's humanity and membership. It requires empathy across difference, not in the name of tolerance, but in recognition that our lives are intertwined. Be generous with each other, with our skills, our knowledge, our connections, our hearts. Share a meal, lend an ear, share opportunities, teach each other, put in a good word for a friend, protect each other. But also be willing to take the help. Care for one another. As you prepare to leave this campus, you know that you are not leaving behind Stan State. We are your community, and you will always be part of it. You can always rely on us, as we will continue to rely on you to build a better future for all of us. So, congratulations again to the class of 2025. I know that you will do your faculty proud as you go forth into the world with care and love, remembering that we all are all part of one another. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker. The student speaker is a long-standing commencement ceremony tradition with the honor of representing the collective lessons and experiences shared by all the graduates. Each year, many students compete for the honor of speaking for their graduating class. Ms. Brenda Vega, receiving her Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, earned that honor this year. Please help me welcome Brenda as she shares her commencement address.
Hi, everyone. So hello, peers, friends, faculty, and family. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Brenda, and I could not be more excited to be standing on the stage before you all. I wrote this speech over many months, originally as a note to self I hope to someday look back on as a college graduate, and it's called My Stanislaus Journey. When I first set foot on this campus, I was not sure if it would be the right fit for me. I had a set vision of who I wanted to be, but was not sure of what I had to do to get there, far less in a place completely foreign to me. I took to my first year to explore my new environment, look for new organizations that interested me, and services that would support me. As a first-generation student with a low-income background, the worry of whether or not I belonged alongside the rest of my peers seemed everlasting. By my second year, I began experiencing what many of us can attest to feeling like an early onset midlife crisis. My future plans of someday becoming a dentist stalled, and I no longer felt the drive to continue pursuing it. I joined the Pre-Health Society with the hopes of rekindling my passion for joining the medical field and even became an officer. As someone who often followed and always thought twice before sharing my opinions, I decided to become ASI Student Government Vice President to boost my leadership skills and work towards improving our beloved campus. By my third year, this year, I realized that I was set to graduate a whole year early. Almost simultaneously, a whirlwind of questions hit me. Am I ready? Did I do enough? What happens next? But I have come to the realization that there really is no direct answer to any of those questions, because whether we did or did not do enough, are or are not ready, depends on us. It relies on the strength of our character, the strength of our convictions, and our drive for success. I took on dozens of courses and several extracurricular activities, all in search of myself. And I am proud to say that after many sleepless nights, chemical spills, ridiculously large percent yields, and lost wanderings across Naragi Hall, that I have at last found myself. Each of us has our own Stanislaus journey, filled with laughs, tears, obstacles, and achievements that together make us a mosaic of everything we are and have grown to become. And although we have each grown to become different people with different life paths, we will always be made of the pieces we collected along the way. How lucky are we to have been placed on this earth, in this life, together to earn this degree and have each other as companions on this academic journey. I read somewhere that the most important relationship you will ever have with yourself is with yourself. Our friends may drift apart, our spouses come later in life, and our parents leave too soon. But the knowledge and achievements that we celebrate today will remain with us until the end. Work to continue expanding that and enriching your life with knowledge. Feel proud of the person you are becoming, the past version of yourself, and the person you aspire to be. So, being on the topic of companionship, I think it's only suitable to make an honorable mention of the ones who have stuck with me through this journey, my family. You saw my frowns become smiles, my dreams become aspirations, saw me walk, then run to the challenges of life that lay before me. So here goes everything. Qué honor es tener la oportunidad de dedicarle este diploma a nuestra familia querida, que aunque quizás no lo vean, son nuestra mayor inspiración y una gran bendición. Por mi familia nunca tendré que experimentar lo que es estar sola, porque por ustedes siempre me sentiré amada, protegida y apoyada. Por ustedes soy quien soy el día de hoy, sea que estén presentes, a la distancia o en la gloria. Este diploma es gracias a ustedes, a su apoyo y sus sacrificios. Sepan que es tanto mío como suyo por haberme ayudado a alcanzar mis sueños y enseñarme el gran valor de la educación. So before I leave you all to continue enjoying the celebration, I would like to share some words of inspiration. Everything that is and ever was began with a dream. Be it that one of those dreams ends with the completion of this degree or the next, recognize that you have the power to make those dreams come true. Continue to use that power throughout life and never give up on any dream, regardless of how crazy, impossible, or wild some may claim for it to be. I wish you all the best of luck, class of 2025. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brenda. Your words and your story are some of the most important, meaningful, and inspiring qualities that only you can share. Good morning, esteemed faculty, proud families, honored guests, and my fellow graduates. My name is Miranda Gonzalez, and I had the privilege of serving as your ASI president this last academic year. Today is more than just a ceremony. It is a culmination of effort, sacrifice, and growth. As we celebrate the class of 2025, I invite us to reflect on 3 simple values that have guided us, knowing or not throughout our time here at Stanislaus State. Vox, Veritas, Vita, also known as voice, truth, and life. Vox. Each of us arrived here with a voice, some confident, others still finding their tone. Stanislaus has given us more than just knowledge. It has amplified our voices. Through group projects, presentations, and debates, we've learned that voice is more than just speaking. It's courage to express who you are, what you believe in, and what you stand for. Our voices are powerful tools. They can lift others up, challenge injustice, and shape the future. Veritas. Truth isn't always easy to define, and it's rarely easy to face. However, it is essential. Here at Stanislaus, we were taught not to fear it, but to chase it. By asking the hard questions, looking at problems from all perspectives, reading beyond the headlines, and challenging assumptions, including our own. We were often forced to confront truths about our world, our institutions, and even ourselves. Truths that were not easy to hear, but impossible to ignore. We also encounter truth in our personal lives, in moments of growth, and realizing our limits, and making mistakes, and owning them. We learn that truth is not just something we find, it's something that we commit to, even when it's complicated or uncomfortable, it's still worth pursuing. Truth demands curiosity, courage, and persistence. And vita, and finally life. We lived life here at Stan State, and the little moments, like the laughter between classes, the friendships created in the hardest semesters, and the resilience it took to keep going when things got tough. Life showed up in the professors who believed in us when we doubted ourselves, and the classmates who offered a helping hand, and in the family members who made sacrifices we may never fully know. As we begin the next chapter, a life beyond the university, a life with service, a life with meaning, and a life with purpose, this degree is more than just a piece of paper. It's a foundation. It represents more than just years of hard work, late nights, and perseverance. It's a launching point into a life of meaning, impact, and growth. Whether you realize it or not, you have embodied these values throughout your journey here at Stanislaus State. I would like all of you to take a moment and glance down as you'll notice this motto embroidered on your stool. It's not just something you're wearing today, it's a message that you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. Today is not just about the degrees we hold, it's about the lives we're about to lead, lives guided by voice, by truth, and filled with meaning. To my fellow graduates, as we step forward, let us use our voices to speak up. Let us seek and defend the truth even when it is difficult. And let us live lives that are full of purpose, compassion, and courage. Congratulations, class of 2025. The world is waiting for your voice, your truth, and this next chapter in your life. Thank you.
In case you were wondering, I'm second to last before you get to graduate. Estoy el penúltimo hoy. Thank you very much, Miranda, for your commitment to and commendable work on behalf of the student body. I now have the pleasure of recognizing students who are graduating with the following academic honors. Undergraduate students with a cumulative grade point average of 3.4 to 3.59 are designated cum laude, which means graduating with honor. They're wearing gold and red cords today. Cum laude graduates, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. Undergraduate students with a cumulative grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79 are designated magna cum laude, which means graduating with great honor. They're wearing gold and silver cords. Magna cum laude graduates, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. Undergraduate students with a cumulative grade point average of 3.80 and above are designated summa cum laude, which means graduating with the highest honor. Additionally, graduate students who have been nominated by their respective departments are graduating with distinction. Summa cum laude undergraduates and graduate students receiving their degrees with distinction are wearing gold cords. Will the students graduating with these honors please stand? We should keep clapping for you. That's the highest honor, but it's time to be seated, and we're so glad that you did this. I'm a biology professor and just want to recognize that these are the students who graduate with honors in the College of Science. Okay, candidates graduating today who are wearing a blue and gold medallion on a blue ribbon have been inducted into the Stanislaus State chapter of Phi Kappa Phi. Honor Society, a prestigious interdisciplinary honor society dedicated to the recognition of outstanding scholarship. Those wearing blue and silver cords are members of Tri Alpha, an interdisciplinary honor society for first-generation college students. And those who wear a medal suspended on a red ribbon are the recipients of the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence as representatives of their disciplines. Will students graduating with any of these three honors please rise to receive our congratulations? Please be seated. Thank you. The Metzger-Geiger Award, established by Mr. Lee Metzger in 1970 and joined by the Geiger family of Geiger's Jewelry in 1999, is awarded to the graduating student with the highest undergraduate grade point average based solely on the coursework completed here at Stanislaus State University. This year's winners from the College of Science are Haley Renee Berto, receiving her Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Child Development. We have another one, and Paula Bibiana Campos receiving her Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. The J. Burton Vache Award, named after the first president of Stanislaus State, is presented to the graduate who displays the highest standards of leadership, service, and scholarship throughout his or her college years. This winner is Paola Bibiana Campos, receiving her Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. Congratulations to our students who are graduating with honors this year. For the presentation of the candidates for the College of Science, Dean Martina Ramirez, please come forward.
Good morning. I'm Martina Giselle Ramirez, Dean of the College of Science. Graduates, it is now time for the awarding of the degrees and the hooding of the master's candidates from the College of Science. We would first like to officially recognize the master's degree recipients. Master's degree recipients, please rise. As master's candidates took their seats today, you may have noticed that they carried a cloth over their arm. That cloth is the master's hood and part of the academic regalia. The hood tells the story. It symbolizes hard work and confers special status and membership in the academy, a community of scholars. We welcome you and hope that this hood brings you great pride. Now, bachelor's candidates, please rise and join our master's candidates in standing. President Rios Ellis, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the candidates from the College of Science who have fulfilled all requirements set forth by the trustees of the California State University and of our college. They are recommended by the faculty for the degrees of Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science. Marshals, please lead the candidates to the platform. I also invite select faculty from our master's programs to join your graduates in the procession to the stage to assist with the hooding.
Master of Arts in Applied Behavior Analysis. Claudia Liliana Garcia Ochoa. Master of Arts in Psychology. William Zachary Rodriguez. Master of Science in Biological Sciences. Joshua Roy. Emily Guglielmino Inman. Alejandra Valenzuela. Jair Cortés. Cody Fonsi. Master of Arts in Child Development. Yolanda Franchini. Jordan Divine. Jacqueline Ruiz. Nicole Valadez. Adrian Baggy. Rebecca Mesa. Cristal Reyes. Shawnee Lee Tucker. Giovanna Monteiro Alves Gomes.
Master of Science Psychology. Carmen Celeste Silva. Noreen Singh. Rachel Price. Zuleima Ávila Favoreno. Jennifer Gonzalez. Jocelyn Barajas. Elisa González. Bharti Sharma. Megan Blickenstaff. Aisha Valdivia. Jennifer Folder. Jason Albor.
Bachelor of Arts, Cognitive Studies. Emanjot Kaur Mahil.
Bachelor of Arts, Biological Sciences. Kevin Berber.
Lisbeth Vargas.
Amy Cabrera.
Brittany McHale.
Braxton Mason.
Is it?
Vignesh Lal.
Carol Lua Campos.
Yusuf Albarati.
Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Haley Bordeaux.
Shivnil Pratap.
Mireya Gomez.
Angelica Torres.
Destiny Payne.
Gabriel Barajas.
Anthony Hernandez.
Brianna Garcia.
Blake Boone.
Maria Geriani Inigo Fatoco.
Rose Ordonez.
Lisbeth Cárdenas Hernández.
Emily Yang.
Sebastián Lepe.
Olivia Juarez.
Jesse Ortega III.
Isabela Dominguez.
Julia Middleton.
Jessica Bailly.
Sarah Kraft.
Areli Ochoa.
Ariel Chalabi.
Amanda Randes.
Madison Garrett.
Taisha Hall.
Isabela Santos.
Abriana McNamara. I hope I did it right.
Haley Howard.
Carmen Chavez.
Emily Vanderwide.
Isabela Esparza. Let me know when you want to say.
Kimberly Habon.
Marta Cervantes.
Xochitl Jazmín Ramírez.
Laura Chedek.
Bachelors of Arts in Chemistry. Angeline Daz.
Mónica Nayeli Esparza Diaz.
Alondra Cordova Munoz.
Cassandra Gutierrez.
Joanna Early.
Naomi Alvarez.
Raimundo Gutierrez Zamundio.
Julie Tovar.
Alex Martinez.
Cecil Malari Santiago.
Allison Sasser. Shirley Jacqueline Araujo Mora Aguas. Andrew Yanez. Katie Garcia. Heidi Ramos. Brianna Ramirez Barajas. Bachelors of Arts in Child Development. Tammy Lopez. Inayet Sandu. Andrea Olivarieta. Amna Khan. Yahaira Romero Munguia. Danny Olage. Jesse Valdez. Gabriela Fuentes. María Mondragón. Carlos Infante. David Guerrero. Lisbeth Perez. Shannon Todd. Judith Medina Zarate. Victoria Galván Chacón. Ana Ramírez Muñoz. Olivia Rogers. Yamilet Jimenez. Bobby Mackenzie Medina.
Jocelyn Perez.
Valeria Gonzalez.
Adrian Quesada.
Kimberly Doan.
Bryce Bazarro.
Diana Martinez Rodriguez.
Lacey Hibden.
Abigail Mendoza.
Lupita Contreras.
Mariela Flores.
Suhey Salazar.
Savannah Barker.
Alexandra Cárdenas.
Savannah Swanson.
Sierra Coronado.
Jasmine Pantoja.
Naomi J. Parra.
Brianna Suarez.
Michaela Morgan.
Anna Pisano.
Julie Apolinario.
Jennifer Sanchez Escobar.
Daisy Guzman.
Elizabeth Mendiola.
Juliana Sofía Garcías.
Jasmine Granados.
Fátima Murataya Oregel.
Patricia Gómez Castro.
Christy López Loaiza.
Annie Sing Her.
María Antonia Loaiza.
Samantha Magaña.
Jennifer Zamora Ortiz.
Emily Delgadillo.
Jonathan Iván Hernández.
Caroline Truman.
Ariana Pulido.
Melissa Hernández Pesina.
Cristal Araiza Mercado.
Lizette Méndez.
Ready? Ready? Haley Sanchez.
Jasmine Azevedo.
Maria Guadalupe Ibarra.
Angelique Celeste Montoya.
Ibrahim Al-Saidi.
Daisy Ramirez.
Alexa Sanchez Angeles.
Guadalupe Montserrat Márquez Luna.
I like that name. Evelia Cortez.
Cindy Aguilar.
Jonathan Valdovinos.
Ziana Villegas.
Madison Fong. Just Pedro? No R.
Letitia Johnson.
Mario Pedro.
Karina Lisette Vázquez Mendoza.
Karime Lopez.
Alondra Alejandra Buenrostro.
Teresa Zambrano.
Selene Orozco Cruz.
Isabel Azevedo Leonardis.
Guadalupe Adilene Naranjo Mendoza.
Leslie Cantu.
Summerly Gasca.
Roxana Rivas.
Itzel Bravo González.
Sovanary Bong.
Maritza Noemí Nogues Vega.
Sasha Martello.
Miriam Garcia.
Sarah Warden. Alexander Zamora.
Ashley Charda.
Remember you? Yes. Felicia Filippini.
Carolina Aguilar Cruz.
Jasmine Hurtado.
Haley Smith.
You don't want Noel. Okay. Cody Lamb.
Sarah Jessica Marquez.
Castañeda Angulo. Okay. Jennifer Castañeda Angulo.
Erika Espinosa.
Dulce Cortés.
Carly Dal Bianco.
Daisy Huerta.
Amber Pond.
Drake Francis.
Sarah Marlin.
Jacob Walden.
Giselle Benitez.
Samantha Wieland.
Mariela Cornejo Orozco.
Arlie Castro Gonzalez.
Jude Gay.
Vanessa Pimentel.
Kiana Valenzuela.
Eliza Marie Belay.
Tania Aguilar.
Azucena Moreno.
Nicholas Daytree.
Cynthia Gonzalez.
Fuchsia Warwick.
Leah Bang.
Janet Rios.
Gemma Koshava Branchy.
Samantha Iglesias.
Hold on, give me a second. Stefan Rasmussen.
Karen Hoffman.
Monica Ramirez.
Viridiana Aguirre.
Star Beasley.
Victoria Gutierrez López.
Brandon Shively.
Stephanie Montes.
Chase Lockhart.
Melissa Barajas.
Anissa Martinez.
Naila Lisette Tames.
Samantha Orduno.
Dante Pomo.
Guadalupe de la Cruz.
Clarisa Rosales Guerrero.
Francisco Hurtado.
Yesenia Jiménez Vargas.
Lucia Eileen Barajas.
Yasmín Ábalos Fernández.
Samantha Martinez.
Jessica Marie Asensio.
Michelle Espinola Gonzalez.
Yasmín Alejandra Rico.
Kimberly Culebro. Leonardo Gutierrez.
Ariadne Valdez Rivera. Samantha Moreno Harden.
Rupinder Jeet Kaur.
Gabriela Gámez.
Jocelyn Calderon.
Theodore Alvarez.
Yasmin Alsamiri.
Daniela Chávez Alvarado.
Mónica Navarro.
Elvia del Toro.
Sydney Aguilar.
Saraí Cantorán Aragón.
Rachel Hamilton.
Lourdes Medrano.
Jeanette Castro Carrasco.
Bachelors of Arts in Mathematics. Mauricio Rojas Madrigal.
Daniel Palomino.
Sandy Vongsarat.
Taisha Silva Alperson.
Liliana Jones.
Alyssa Renee Kuykendall.
Deborah Ettinger.
Jazmín Hernández Saboranes.
Serena Lindo.
Leilani Cardenas Montes.
Ashley Mendoza.
Brenda Valdivia.
Zaya Tamares.
Harpreet Kaur.
Eric Zamora.
Lillian Fant.
Francisco Valenzuela Morra.
Trinity Hernandez.
Lyric Mendoza.
Emma Cabral.
Amalia Avalos.
Rosa Velasco Chávez.
Yaira Cordova Bucio.
Janet Franco Corrales.
Tennessee Unn.
Montserrat Rodríguez Ochoa.
Bachelors of Science in Biological Sciences. Isabela
Diana
Elisa
Anaí.
Hernández Fregoso.
Diana Anaí Hurtado.
Yovan Reyes.
Jacqueline Mijares López.
Juan Velázquez.
Andrea Rentaría.
Brenda Vega Juárez.
Andrew Magaña.
Dominic Coso.
Gabriela Zúñiga Olives.
Jasmine Medalla.
Bernice Gomez.
Elizabeth Santillan Olea.
Breezy Welch.
Adriana González.
Zoe Valenzuela.
Rafael Puga.
Juan Martínez.
Cassandra Hackma.
Daniel Lucatero Bucio.
Rachel Hackma.
Angelica Denau.
Ben-Hur Sargisian.
Emily Abigail Lemus.
Trace Thrall.
Marlene Montoya.
Magdalena Ruiz Medina.
Erika León.
Andrea Ruiz, Andrea Orozco.
Talisa Ramírez.
Angelina Guerrero.
Emerald Da Rosa.
Laurel Mitchell.
Ashante Tatiana Burnham Das.
Joseph Hobby.
Sinaí Cecilia Arena Solorio.
Paola Reyes.
Yaritza Isel Ronces Barragán.
Taylor Blee.
Sonia Vanessa Serrano.
Elias Figueredo.
Jaheim Williams.
Riley Carlin.
Jeremiah Malik Jones.
Angelis Cristina Ramirez.
Mara Filet.
Chioma Chibuco.
Kyle Rinder.
Ángela Romero Padilla. Jennifer Rios Jarquín.
Hope Hoke.
Anoop Singira.
Viviana Elisa Raras.
Emily Palais.
Christian Estrada.
Julian Garcia.
Logan Richardson.
Seth Zaragoza.
Eileen Ortiz.
Zachary Kiley.
Angie Saraí Aguirre Guerra.
Saúl García.
Francine Reed.
Liliana Ochoa.
Lene Lara.
Yanet González Márquez.
Giovanni De Lira.
Jessica Preciado Pimentel.
Tristan Concepcion.
Kimberly Martínez Asensio.
Yvette Jaimes Guerrero. Haley Gabanelli Velázquez.
Axa Shazari.
Romina Elizalde.
Amanda Clark and Avery Hope.
Natalie Jamero.
Fiona Shavila.
Timothy Martinez.
Tara Merrill.
Rocío Carvajal.
Joseph Fernando Tovar.
Candice Maldonado Drake.
Sandy Porneng.
Anayeli Delgado.
Natalie Marie González.
Jasmine Sosa. Lisbeth Hurtado.
Priscila García.
Devani Cesareo Landeros.
Liliana Acevedo. Nayeli Ramos.
Haley Artis Sullivan.
Nayeli Ramos.
Julissa Cruz.
Alexia Marie Caballero.
Daisy Oseguera.
Evelyn Valdovinos.
Delilah Camacho.
Dina Vu.
Betsy Arias. Artsiri Martínez Salazar.
Amy Calderon.
Andrea Natividad Méndez. Is this for me?
Adriana Marisol González.
Nelida Loro. Laurel. I can't. Jennifer Oseguera. Perfect.
Abigail Duarte.
Jennifer Oseguera.
Bianca Yadegar.
Celina López Gamino.
Joseph Sara.
Elias Villa.
Aurora Ashley Dulaney.
Alexia González.
Sofía Tadeo. Ryan Tao.
Chiriebere Steven Udese.
Sorry about that.
Catherine Koshaba.
Allison Diaz. Erica Vanessa Sanchez Garcia.
Giselle Susana Ortega.
Erica Vanessa Sanchez Garcia. Jennifer Soto.
Ángel Zavala.
Jennifer Soto.
Eduardo Mendoza Escobar.
Marissa Angelique Hall.
Anthony Gonzalez.
Jennifer Ceja.
Naomi Intirath.
Aaliyah Giselle Ochoa.
Gilberto González Robles.
Bethany Tyler.
Yesenia Gómez Arrieta.
Margaret Sanchez.
Gersimer Kaur Sidhu.
Jose Ivan Gomez.
Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Daniel Palma.
Verónica Medina.
Olga Bravo.
Naomi Muakaseke.
Kayla Bottoms.
Danica May Ferolino.
Lydia Stiles.
Carlos Blanco.
Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Andrew Ului.
Kenneth Chantavong.
James Tapley.
Sabrina Carote Reyes. And we're going to take a brief pause. Cheyenne Faith Mesa.
Angel Garza.
You want Cheyenne or Cheyenne? Cheyenne Faith Ramirez Mesa.
Eduardo Campa.
Nayana French. Ivory Avila. Avila. Do you want Nayeli? Ivory Nayeli.
Jonathan Alexis Vallejo Romero.
Ivory Nayeli Avila.
David Luna Gaitan.
Macy Doyle.
Peter Rocha.
Katia Frias.
Blake Love.
Give us a second. Luz Maria Medinas Cañas.
Alberto Rodríguez.
It's fine. I'll be Mayoya. Mayorga. Cynthia Lisbeth Mayorga Rosales.
Bechica Norving.
Annabella Giselle Anguiano. Isaiah Rodriguez.
Zumeida Chan.
Marie Gabriela Susana Inez Estay.
Allen Rosales.
Caitlin Courtright.
Lorenz Lott.
Victor Orozco Medina.
Ezekiel Sandoval.
Sebastián Servín Rodríguez.
Manuel Luis Pimentel.
Natalie Valdez.
Lawrence Esguerra.
Joanne Olivera.
Guadalupe Farias.
Osiris Espinosa Martínez.
Jasmine Magaña.
Estefanía Ceja Arceo.
Luke Becker.
Alexis Aguayo.
Carlos Zavala Núñez.
Nancy Partida.
Jonathan Francisco Sotelo.
Yulisa Paloma Díaz Villa.
Logan Keach.
Danielle Wynn.
Izat Obid.
Sammy Dejani.
Ramsin Isa.
Mary Gordon.
Gortet Seha.
Sharia Smith.
Christopher Harner.
Tiandra Watkins.
Jasmine Galaviz Acosta.
Adriana Vargas.
Nathan Mendez.
Madison Dennis.
Moisés Grajeda Padilla.
Ashley Older.
Ismael Torres.
Astrid Avila.
Jesús Pérez.
Noeli Torres Gilly.
Liris Pineda.
Melina Gijón.
Raimundo León.
Selene Rosales Naranjo.
Amelia Velázquez Valencia.
Anaí Gómez.
Noah Betoshana.
Penelope Ramos.
Jorge Ábalos.
Haley Silva.
Jules Hayoma.
Karen Pantoja Ortiz.
Adrián Cisneros.
Catherine Mejia. Anthony Aguilar.
Leonardo García Jacuinde.
Anthony Aguilar. Logan Byram. Logan Byram.
Cyan Flowers.
Logan Byram. Sean Fiona Morados.
Daniel González García.
Sean Fiona Morados.
Ethan Hewitt.
Kylie Dunn. Anne Marie Heisenjager. Sound it out. Heisenjager. I gotta sound it out.
David Lima Jiménez.
All right, ready? Heisenjager. Anne Marie Heisenjager.
Justin Vang.
Pearl Jane Bonjock.
Anthony Joshua Avendaño.
Mark Anthony Gutierrez.
Daniel Felix.
Hazel Tirado.
Carlos Manuel Veloz Avelar.
Okay. Karina Hidalgo.
Jesús Antonio González.
You ready? Wait. Ready? Katrina Gaines. Yeah. Give us a second.
Joshua Samoya.
Not the express bag. Ready? Jasmine Carrillo.
Mia Wilkes.
Andrea Gomez.
Diana Ledesma Razo.
Ariani Peña.
Praveen Jose.
Natalie Arena Solorio.
Viviana Pérez Barba.
Yaire Guadalupe Resendiz.
Elias Eshon.
Champri Carr.
Fawad Ahmad.
Alberta Johnson Bell.
Bachelors of Science in Health Science, Janisha Patel. Happy birthday.
Lisette Monteith.
Gabrielle Chaides Pinedo.
Daniela Sanchez.
Daniela Gomez.
Annalise Britt.
Azul Michelle Rojas Castillo.
Carolina Nani Castillo.
Jayla Jubilee Castañeda.
Viviana Salcido.
Kali.
Genesis Serrano.
Guadalupe Cortés García.
Nathan Roberto Montejano.
Esveidi Barragán Rosas.
Judith Montes López.
Jocelyn Sam.
Vatiana Melgoza Miranda.
Christine T. Cruz.
Paige Connolly.
Bobby Riberal.
Jessica Maldonado Vázquez.
Adriana Ochoa.
Celeste Castillo. Leticia Vázquez Jasso.
Diego Jimenez.
Emma Crone.
Avelin Baresha.
Joe Nassanow.
Bachelors of Science in Mathematics. Uriel Miranda.
Lucinda Lee.
Patrick Sweeney.
Rogelio Garcia.
Luke Ledesma.
Jocelyn Gaspar.
Christopher Ramirez.
Vicky Bang.
Nicolás Carlos Davila.
Maribel Cervantes.
Cassidy Burris.
Isabel Velázquez.
Ángela Gabriel Gutierrez.
Ho Gyung Roo.
Paola Viviana Campos.
Lisbeth Chavez Ortiz.
Bachelors of Science in Nursing. Adrián Cristian Chavez.
Jasmine Ochoa.
Ruby Medina Rios.
Kylie Sackett.
Just hold it behind. Karina Lopez.
Ariana Magaña Carrillo.
Kayla Cox.
Mariana Cristal Ayala Bracamontes.
Elizabeth Denise Husk.
Andrea Solorzano Suárez.
Catherine Molchek.
Allison Webster.
Noi Kasuko.
Brenda Soto Uribe.
Michaela Hernandez.
Arly Domínguez.
Joanna Christine Ball.
Mary Ortega.
Ya Arwer Bawama.
Mariana Hernandez.
Vite.
Keith Nagai Pace Jr.
Shalu Kowat.
Thomas L. May Jr.
Charlize Badalo.
Jesus Rios Vega.
Patricia Joy Vidara.
Daniel Ramirez.
Giles Christian Appa.
Diane Esparza Ramirez.
Sean Nakar.
Brittany Galvan.
Jose Medina Ariano.
Victoria Gomez.
Delaney Medina.
Jacqueline Virginia Morillo.
Alicia Moore.
Isis Marie Rocha.
Isabela Cebreros.
Kelly Smith.
Farhat Nazari.
Julian Castellano.
Chelsea Nogales.
Claire Chavez.
Kayla Mahan.
Veronica Alvarez.
Jaime Villa.
Darius Rowland.
Marina Ward.
Irene Alfaro Zarco.
Daisy Almugazas.
Paloma Salcido.
Destiny Eileen Magana.
Kayla Rubio.
Alex Nicole Betancourt.
Kalia Perez.
Ciara Rose Orpia.
Diana Barrera.
Kristen Renee Sodeno Baisden.
Kaylin Daly.
Ashley Cabral.
Michael Baliel.
Aliosa Angel Samante Jinka.
Janet Madrigal Martinez.
Isabel Cruz Moreno.
Aricet Garcia Hermosillo.
Irene Casillas.
Monique Villafana.
Christina Porras.
Cecilia Gutierrez.
Zahed Sayed Hashimi.
Jasleen Carr Lasher.
Rudeep Singh Tucker.
Jasmine Gallardo Padilla.
Iliana Delk.
Ricardo Martinez. Maya Gomez.
Chiyere Ogbona.
Caitlin Paki Mua.
Shoni Reinschmidt.
Ana Barreda.
Alyssa Rodriguez.
Hilda Gaitan.
Cynthia Padilla.
Erika Asensio.
Jana Villanueva.
Jasmina Navarro.
Ashley Gaspar.
Nina Kahat.
Kayla Vang.
Analisa Mireles.
Crystal Dean.
Lindsay Chavez.
Andrea George.
Daniel Rocobo.
Shannon Velasco.
Gabriela Bautista Cornejo.
Darren Rio Dunn Lugo.
Reina Topete.
Marimar Anaí Martín.
Lauren Hatter.
Itzel Suriano Mendez.
Paige Roseman.
Daisy Sandoval Covarrubias.
Jorge Daniel Alvarado.
Tiffany Huen.
Haley Hefner.
Samantha Pantoja Moreno.
Edgar Castañeda.
Bachelor's of Science in Physics, Jesus Vega.
Michaela Alves.
Matthew Pearson.
Jacqueline Ochoa Garcia.
Bachelor's of Science in Geology, Sean Martin.
Esther Fierros. Hannah Boger. Ready? Linda Castro. Jessica Rodriguez. Kenya Zudiga. Aliza Harun. America Gonzalez. Alejandra Garcia. Iliana Motelongo. Nathan Rohani. Alexander Granados. Chloe Doherty. Shiana Stevens. Brittany Hayes. Sandra Hernandez. Stephanie Diaz. Ami Sarai Munoz. All right. Best for last. Catherine Alexis Quinteros.
Greetings, fellow warriors, and congratulations. My name is Natalie Dykesel, and I am a proud alumna of the Stan States class of 2016 and a fellow graduate from this school. I'm honored to be here today representing the thousands of warrior alumni around the world. Today is the day that you will no longer be considered a college student or a first-generation college student. But from this day forward, you are all a part of the Stanislaus State Alumni Network. As a graduate of Stan State, you will join an enormous network of more than 64,000 individuals who are educated at this great university. Immediately following this morning's ceremony, we invite you and your families to join us at the Alumni Plaza in the Quad for a reception. We welcome you now to Stan State's Alumni Association. We aim to help you stay connected to your alma mater, and in the sentiments of Jose, please come back and visit often. We ask that you please update your contact information by scanning the QR code or clicking the link located in your digital commencement program. As you step into your next chapter, I invite you to mark your calendars for Stan Week this September, when we come back together at our beloved university to celebrate campus spirit and traditions, honor our history, and strengthen connections across generations and generations of warriors. Remember, once a warrior, always a warrior. Congratulations.
We did it. Si se pudo. Before President Rios Ellis officially confers your degrees, I would like to take a moment to thank some people who have helped make this ceremony as beautiful as it was. And so as I call them out, just keep applauding and give them a big round of applause. Our sign language interpreters, Spanish interpreters, and our name readers. our information technology department and strategic communications and marketing team for filming and live streaming our ceremony, our wonderful facilities and grounds crew who have made our campus look so beautiful for us today, and our amazing volunteers all across campus for making this such a special occasion. Thank you all. Finally, after your degrees are conferred, please follow the student marshals cloaked in red to exit the amphitheater. Guests, please remain seated until after the recessional of all graduates have exited the amphitheater. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, warriors. President Rios Ellis.
Thank you, Rich. And I think for all the graduates and families, you've already shown that sixth ingredient in the receta. You have perseverance, right? Good job. So warriors, guerreros, I do have a bit of homework for you and your families. Your very last assignment, very, very last, I promise. It's just one more little 2-hour assignment to inspire you and keep you on the right path in your future endeavors. If you haven't yet seen A Million Miles Away, please see it on Prime this weekend with your families. It remains my favorite and most inspirational movie of all time, and it was filmed right here in the Central Valley. So now, will the dean and the members of the faculty please stand? And will all candidates for the master's and baccalaureate degrees please stand? This is where it gets really official. Subject to the verification that you have satisfied all requirements for graduation, and by virtue of the authority invested in me by the state and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I hereby confer upon all of you the master's and baccalaureate degrees with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors hereunto appertaining. So baccalaureate candidates, master's candidates, please move your tassels to the left. Mil felicitaciones a la clase de guerreros de 2025. Congratulations, warrior class of 2025.